Hi everyone, as I won last week, I'm going to get to spin the wheel. Please watch the video if you have not. It was a really fun antiquities fight, and let's go. Alright, so I'm going to get to clone one of the cards that I have already opened. This is not including Power 9, as we don't want stuff to only revolve around that. I think I'm going to have to clone Strip Mine and get that third Strip Mine. I think that that's the move. So we will go to the pack openings, and I'll see you guys next.
Hi everyone. So we lost again last weekend, so we have a ban to put in. I decided to ban Psionic Blast. The reasoning is mostly that I just hate getting blasted in a color that I don't expect burn from, and so that just is gone, and I don't need to suffer again if there's no red deck and I'm getting low. See you in the openings. Hi everyone, I'm here to open the two Antiquities pity packs because we lost last week. Technically, it's all strategic losses. I really want to open more packs, more so than start winning right now, which really doesn't give you that much for as of right now. We have so many sets, so if you're Team Adri, don't worry, it's all part of a very calculated plan. It's not that I'm just losing and getting wrecked by Matt. So I'm just gonna open our two packs and see what we get. Another millstone, very cool. We don't need those more plants. We need a mine if possible at all. Another ivory tower that is actually pretty good. I'm looking a lot more to play this type of decks, which are just control-y, and so very happy actually with these openings. And we'll see you after opening Legends, and we'll see what we do with that. Hello everyone, welcome to the Legend set introduction. We're going to talk a little bit about the philosophy of the set, as well as cards that are kind of like to watch for our sets today. The basic philosophy of it is just like, big dumb legends, to be honest. A lot of these cards have like very wacky effects, and mana costs are also just insane. For the most part by normal standards, but it is interesting to take a look at like how many mechanics were introduced in this set that we now take for granted. Multicolored cards, the legendary rule, which at the time I believe just destroyed all except one legend of the same name. Things like banding, world enchantments, legendary lands, all of these appear for the first time in Legends. And so for us, we are going to mostly focus on cards that we are interested in seeing both right now and for the future. But in general, you can see just like enchantments that were just like insane, even right now, right? Like Change of Every Stuff, Risk, Concordant Crossroads, things like Moat, as well as Divine Intervention, which is like just an insane effects. If I open this card, I'm gonna try and play because I think it is hilarious. But other things that we are looking about, Field of Dreams is actually very interesting because we have Millstone. It is almost reminiscent of the Lantern Control that was played in Modern. But other good cards, just generally, there's Moat, there's Mana Drain, Greed, which we passed around, this Mirror Universe, which I don't think is even playable anymore as it's written. But also just trying to get some of the color filters as well. Nether Void could also be pretty cool, just if we get enough land creatures from our reopenings of Antiquities. And overall, there's just like a lot of cool things happening. If you play Eternal formats, a lot of these will sound very familiar. Things like Tabernacle, Abyss, like really there's just so much going on. There's also crazy bad cards like this one, just a land that gives bans with other legends to green legends, which is something that I can assure you we're not going to play. But yeah, looking forward to opening this and making a deck that can finally put us on the scoreboard. And I'll see you on the opening of Legends. Okay, let's start opening our Legends packs. And let's see what we get from it. We want 15 packs. Let's go. Looking for Mana Drain, Mode, that sort of stuff. For Spike is the only card that I know from this. We're just gonna like quickly speed through and then we'll just go over a couple of them. Azure Drake is not terrible. It's being the staple in terms of like cost for flyers in draft. Pit Scorpion, I believe, is the first. Yeah, it's the first poison counter card that was invented. That was pretty cool as well. And the Eyes of Chaos is okay-ish against like very spell-heavy decks, but not so much anymore. Evil Eye is actually quite powerful, especially for us if we end up more again on the control plays, just because it's just a solid, pretty well started dude that cannot be blocked easily. Even if you cannot attack, you can hold all of your creatures back for defense. Remove Soul is actually pretty good. It's a very versatile counter spell that's very easy to cast. Chain Lightning adds more to our red arsenal, which could also put us in like a relatively red-ish aggro deck in the future. Sly is definitely a deck, and we have quite a lot of burn actually, so it could be something to consider. With Acid Rain, which honestly is quite a good card if you end up playing against Forest specifically. Wall of Earth also a very big blocker if we end up going that way. I don't know what this card does, but it looks super creepy. If it's placed in the okay, we'll read it there after the fact. Another Remove Soul, pretty happy to see those. Tundra Wolves, if we ever end up in that, oh my god, sorry, 1 second. If we ever end up in the white color, it's a pretty good thing to get first strike, especially maybe something to look after if Matt ends up playing more unstable mutations, which we already also have. But very happy to see Mana Drain. Mana Drain is a crazy card and very, very good, especially for us with so many high mana costs for artifacts and other things. So very happy to see it. Rapid Fire, played before defense is chosen. They really have Rampage also against Rampage 2. So that's quite funny. I don't even know what Rampage does, to be honest. We'll see if that ends up happening. What else? Oh my god. Chains of Mephistopheles, especially when Matt has Ancestral Regal, is a pretty good card to pick. Obviously, it's going to be very, unless there's like an actual, really hardcore drawing engine that Matt ends up putting together. I don't think we're going to end up playing this card, but it is very funny to have it. Also of note that they can Ancestral us with it, with our chains, so that's, a little difficult sometimes to justify. More stuff. Land Tax is actually pretty good. Another Chain Lightning. I'm very happy to see this. This is what does it do? Target does not damage in combat this turn. It's not terrible for Esper colors. 1/2 cost. The activation cost is a little annoying, but just like with a lot of these creatures, right? You see this and you might think like, oh, it's like an okay effect. But if you think about like Icy Manipulator, that for 4 colorless and just 1 every turn instead of 2, just does the same thing. It's much harder to remove. So it's a little out there. Land Tax though is actually very interesting because we can actually run this with the bazaars, and it is a way of actually getting a lot of mileage for our lands, especially going second. So basically the whole idea here is that you are taking lands out of your deck, and then with the bazaar you are filtering them out into more cards, because you don't really need all of that many cards to end up playing the game. At like 8 lands or something, you are good to go. And so there is a way that actually this could be playable. We'll see if that ends up coalescing. This one is also pretty good, especially with like all of the genes and like flying elementals that Matt presented. So I'm also interested in that. Another Chain Lightning, very, very good. This is also kind of like a pacifism, which is also like nice. We end up with like a cool like Jeskai, maybe Esper color deck. More Remove Souls are very good. Cliff of Life. Then just like what would I decide to your life? It's also pretty good. We have a lot of good walls, so we'll see. Seeking's Blessing. I know this card because it popped off with Nadu in Commander, just because it's like for 1 mana you can just like change the color of as many cards as you want. So it is actually pretty cool. What else do we have here? Vampire Bats flying. It's like a Dragon Breath of sorts, but much smaller. Wolf Shadows creatures for blocks is just to 0. That's the tally. Oh, what's my entire Wolf Shadows? Pretty interesting, like unkillable blocker in a way. At least from damage, right? Move Soul, this is probably not good. All your calls of care keep game +2/+2, which I don't think we have any. So that doesn't matter. This is kind of interesting because it's just like complete colorless coast. All walls able to block it must do so. Walls able to block one creature can still do so. Fucking walls. Honestly, I have no idea what it does. It doesn't look good to me, but maybe I'm wrong. No Wall of Shadows, more remove souls. So I think this is just gonna be good in terms of like if we want to end up in like a control deck. This is a very cheap counter spell that is also very easy to cast. And getting rid of the creatures is actually pretty important because blue doesn't usually have good removal, and this is actually pretty good. Put it on. Oh, so it's like a stun counter of sorts. You just like put X amount of stun counters. It's funny. A lot of these cards we have to actually see like the oracle text of them, but it's pretty interesting to see. Energy tap. For a second I thought this was the one that helps me untap my artifacts, but no. Another 4 spike. Caracas is actually very, very good. I'm very happy to see this. It is not insane in this meta, although there are a lot of legends. I just cannot see us playing any of the legends, but it is a great card to have for the future. I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection. Flash Flood is basically like active volcano but in blue, and it's actually pretty fun to have here. For Spike, it's just an infuriating card. Like we've opened so much counter magic that it's actually not unthinkable that we end up playing like hard counter lock. We need something like a moat of sorts for me to be very, very happy with it, but because of like our previous opening that we had. Also, actually, what I would love is Field of Dreams, just to play the the lantern control adjacent stuff. But yeah, for now, we're good. Third Chain Lightning, very happy to see. Oh my god, moat, yes. Oh, Moat and Double Millstone is gonna be insane, boys. Like, it's gonna be so good. I hope it's good. I want it to be good. This card is gonna give us. I mean, I don't know. It's TBD, but like there are not that many flyers that are good, and the ones that if they are good, we can just like throw them away with like Terror and Icy Manipulator, that sort of stuff. Wow, we just sit behind it with like our Ivory Towers to get out of range from like all of the bolts and like Psychic. Like the blue char, like Psionic Blast and stuff like that. So I'm incredibly happy to see Mode. This is a great pool so far. I'm actually super surprised. Okay, 4th Chain Lightning, which I'm also pretty happy to see. Pendle Haven is okay, I guess. Even Paradise, since one of the to green. Oh, this is the same thing as the Seeking's Blessing, right? Yeah, it's also another card. 7 mana 4/4 trample, done to damage, but spells decided is used to 0 as long as you don't control another creature. Okay, no comment on that. Another Caracas, that's very cool. This card I remember from my childhood. I always thought this was super cool. I have no idea what this does. Rampage. I mean, a 6/4 for 7, quite an investment, but trample is pretty good. Darkness is okay. This one. So it just transforms green into blue, into red. That's interesting. A pretty solid stat, 4/4. And some kobolds. There's a lot of kobolds in here. I don't know if they're good at all. And our final opening. So this Mummy I've seen a bunch. If it's placed in the graveyard from play-removed from the game, so it just like exiles itself. Not super sure what that is the point of it. 5 when this next and steps line walk, blah blah. Okay, Flash Flood, same thing. Headless Horseman, just a Juju for 3. Davenant Archer, 1 hour attack a walking creature. Alright, so let's just take a look at what we opened. But in general, I think we had a very, very good opening. We have a lot of early counter magic like Vapor Spike, good walls for defensive like Wall of Vapor. We also have a couple of Wall of Darkness, and cards that help us a lot with against like aggressive strategies, but also very good inevitability in the form of both the mode and the 2 millstones that we already have, 4 chain lightnings, 4 move souls, a lot of like controlling elements and like good blockers. Like have a lot of wall of earth, wall of vapor, that sort of stuff. A lot of hate makers like acid rain as well. 2 Caracas, I believe we opened as well. Chains, which I don't think is going to be playable right now, but it's definitely going to be good later on. And it is just going to be actually pretty good. What's this? When I start doing total for band, can choose to the one action player if one item play. Oh yeah, it's just actually also okay. So I'm gonna review these cards by myself just to make sure. Oh yeah, I forgot about the land tax and the injection we could maybe put together with Bazaar Baghdad. It might just be way out there, but it is a possibility, so we'll see. It also helps us with the Library of Alexandria if we ever draw it, so we'll see about that. Yeah, overall, I think I'm pretty happy with this opening, especially getting mana drain mode and that sort of stuff. Boomerang is also actually a pretty good card. Let me check because I'm pretty sure I opened a mana drain. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I imagined it. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Here I am talking about mana drain, and maybe I didn't even open it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. So with that, I'll see you all for the match. Hey everyone. So I was looking at some of the cards. Our first pack that we opened, the one with Typhoon, that card is not available in MTGO, and it is our rare for the pack. So we are going to at least reopen one. TBD, if I have to reopen more. There is another card, which is... So here in Rebirth is not available, but Life Chisel is a rare and is available, so I think this pack is going to stay. And for this one, Rapid Fire is not available, but I want to give Mana Drain, so we'll see if I can get away with that. So for now, let's just open one more pack of Legends. Let's see if Storm World is actually... it seems like it's our rare. And it looks like it's available, so that will leave us there. Nothing great coming from it. I'll add the collection and then I'll see you for our match. Hello again. So after chatting with Matt, we decided that I can just open a pack for the rare. That's what I'll do. And we get Land Equilibrium, which may or may not be available again. Let's see, it is available, so that is the rare we're gonna add, and we'll see you for the deck open.
Hi everyone, so this week we're on Legends Week. I am using one of my 3 rerolls. As we all know, I have 4, but I used one last week in Antiquities, and now I have another 3 because I wanted from the wheel. So now we're gonna go down to 2 rerolls, and we're gonna reroll this because the first 15 were not what we were looking for. So let's see what we got here. Here we got Mana Drain, which is a great card to have, really strong. A Boomerang, so definitely could go for a blue deck this week, being able to bounce stuff and counter and get a bunch of mana. We also have Ragnar, which is decent if we're going in a Bant list, trying to regenerate our creatures, keep them alive. Let's see what we got in these next packs. So here we have a couple walls, another Boomerang, which is nice. Divine Intervention, which causes a draw after 2 turns of being played. So not the best card for our legend, for our slot there, but that's okay. We got Darkness. So Darkness is a black fog. You're not going to see that in newer sets because it's kind of a color pie break, but this was still early on where the color pie was being figured out and what we're looking for. We got Zera, which is a pretty good way to draw cards in Jund. Definitely could be something to look into if we're looking for a Jund deck here. Let's keep looking. We got Pyrotechnics, deals 4 damage however we want it divided. Effigy, which is decent. Counter target summon spell with remove soul. So this is one of the first ones that's pretty good against creatures. We've got some legendary creatures that are just vanilla. We've got one that can deal 2 with Toriwaki. Time Elemental, so this is a way to just keep bouncing something from your opponents if you want to pay 4 mana every turn. Indestructible Aura, funnily enough, does not grant indestructible, nor is it an aura, so it's just a funny misnomer on a card. but not the best card. It can protect a creature though, so it's worth looking into. Ooh, Angelic Voices. So for 4 mana, all of our creatures, as long as they're white or artifact, get +1/+1. So if you want to make a mono white deck or a blue white deck that only uses white creatures, it's definitely something that we could do and pump all our board. Worth taking care of. Got Chain Lightning, so that's going to help, being our 4th lightning bolt. Definitely looking at that. We've got Infinity Aura. So Infinity Aura, all creatures with toughness 3 or less blocking target creature, blocked by target creature, are destroyed at the end of combat. At the end of turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature for each creature destroyed in this manner. So that's kind of a pretty good way of just disincentivizing attacking if we can get down a creature. Definitely worth looking into if we're going to look at this mono white build that we could go for. We got a couple walls, some kobolds. Silhouette, which stops damage for a turn on a creature. The Jovial Evil deals 2 damage to target opponent for each white creature they control. Pretty good tech against white decks trying to go wide. So let's see what else we can do. Got some Stormworld. So any player that has less than 4 cards in hand at the end of his or her upkeep will deal 1 damage to them. So it's kind of like a rack effect, which could be good looking into. Let's keep looking and seeing what else we get here. So getting a lot of kobolds, but not too many kobold synergies. We do get land tax. That's a great card to just be able to consistently hit your land drops, especially if you ever miss one. Boom, you get 3, and it gets your lands out of the deck, so you're going to be drawing some of your creatures, sorcery enchantments, and all that. We got Shimian Night Stalker, which can redirect the damage done from any one attacking creature to itself. And it's a 4/4 for 5, not horrible. We got Typhoon, deals 1 damage for each island target players controls, so good against blue decks. Another Chain Lightning, definitely could look into a burn list as if we get a couple more. Let's see what else we get here. Got the Craw Giant, Trample, Rampage 2, which is pretty decent. Frost Giant, funnily enough in red. You'd think it'd be blue. But Rampage 2, 4/4, it's fine. For 6, it's a bit expensive. And then we got Halfdane, which when it comes into play is a 3/3. During my upkeep, it gains current power and toughness of target creature other than Halfdane. If there are no legal targets, it stays as a 3/3. So if you got like big creatures in your Esper deck, you can have it copy that power and toughness. We do get the 3rd Chain Lightning, so definitely interesting to look into like a burn type shell. Maybe keep on our aggro game plan. Let's see. What else do we have here? Helltakers or Hell's Caretaker. During your turn, sacrifice a creature and take target creature from your graveyard and put it directly into play. So this is kind of like a reanimation effect. Definitely going to be kind of nice if there's a way that we can abuse that. The 4th Chain Lightning, very happy with that. So with 7 bolt effects, I mean that's 21 damage. Definitely could look into something for that. Let's see. What else do we have here? So this could protect our black creatures by sacrificing a swamp, but nothing too crazy from this pack. So we got 3 more packs left. Let's see if we get anything really good there. Another Boomerang is nice, being able to like bounce our opponent's lands back to their hand. Planar Gate, kind of interesting. It makes everything cost 2 less for summoning, which is decent. As an artifact, making your creatures all cost less, especially in a set that has these high mana casting costs. Silhouette and Infernal Medusa, which has some type of Death Touch before Death Touch being a thing. Got another Darkness. We do have Winds of Change, which is pretty interesting as a draw effect if we get a way to deal damage off draw effects in the future. Got Jacques Le Vert, which is a decent card in Naya, giving all your creatures that are green +2 health or toughness, which is nice. And then in our final pack, let's see what we got here. Anything crazy? I don't see it, but we do get a Kobold payoff. So we did open up a bunch of Kobolds, and we might be able to go to a Kobold deck using the Rogar of Kirkeep. Gives all Kobolds +2/+2, and you do have to pay 3 red on upkeep. Otherwise, all your kobolds and Rogar become tapped. So those are our packs for this week. Let's make a deck with this and see how it goes. Alright, so we're going to open up 3 more packs because of the cards that are missing on MTGO. Hopefully we get some good things into the last 3 packs, but I'm pretty set on what I want to build right now. But maybe these will change it once this loads. Okay, so what do we get? Okay, nothing too crazy, but we do get Boris Devilboom, who can put a 1/1 into play, so that is a way to have a mana sink. Could be interesting. Here we got a Forethought Amulet. Pay 3 during your upkeep. If Amulet is destroyed, you receive 2 damage. Oh, Amulet is destroyed, you receive 2 damage from a source. And, okay, so it protects us from 2 damage. Not insane, but it's a decent card. And then for the third pack, we have Caracas. That's a really good pick for the future, and also might be in this if we end up making a white deck. Just being able to bounce the legends from the set away will be nice. We've also got Knowledge Vault, which take a card without looking from your library and place it face down under Knowledge Vault. Sacrifice Knowledge Vault, discard your whole hand, and take the cards under Knowledge Vault and put it in your hand. If Knowledge Vault leaves play, put all cards under it into your graveyard. So it's kind of a way to basically be able to have like a second hand and then be able to get some extra cards from that. But yeah, so these are our cards for Legends, and I will see you guys in the match.
Let's get a quick rundown over the deck. I'm gonna start trying to add a screen share so that people know a little bit more about the cards that we are playing. So today we are paying homage to a deck that was played at the time called The Deck. Basically just a hard control with Moat as the kind of like the major lock piece of the deck. But obviously without Swords to Plowshares, Wrath of the Skies, Ancestral, Time Walk, all of those things. So basically we are adding a big suite of counter spells for creatures here with Counterspell, Mana Drain, and Remove Soul. The package of Power Artifact, Artifact, and Basalt Monolith with a couple of bigger or a little bit more of a spread for the things that we want. Basalt Monolith for like a bunch of mana, Millstone for just the kill, which we got 2 of them. Ivory Tower for more defense, Soul Ring just for mana, the Rack as another way of like dealing a lot of damage to aggro decks. Thanos Coffin is a suspend effect in a way, where a creature is just removed from the game until it untaps, and it also removes the auras. Wickstone for something a bit more spread. Icy Manipulator, a very good one for tapping big things, as well as Suchi. We also have 2 Gaseous Forms, which is basically pacifism, 3 Giant Turtles as big blockers, as well as Old Man of the Sea to steal Matt's smaller creatures and put them in the way of their big ones. We have a big suit of flyers here as double duty between big aggro things that Matt has problems stopping, as well as something I can get over the moat. And Wall of Swords is like a big blocker that also works with the moat. The Loom Tome is a way to filter cards for the things that we want, and since we are getting land tags, we're going to get more cards in hand than normal. So this will let us filter those for actual good cards and also help us power Library of Alexandria. Other than that, a pretty straightforward blue-white control that is very much in my style. For the sideboard, Cycle of Protection for any of the aggro cards, no blue or white. 2 blue Elemental Blast and 3 disenchants, as like a lot of enchantments and artifacts in Matt's decks lately. Feldon's Cane in case he goes for a Millstone strategy. Energy Flux if we get hit back with the artifact aggro deck. 2 Psychic Venom again as another win con with Icy Manipulator if we end up in a control mirror of sorts. And then Sit in a Bottle in case that the aggro Arabian Nights creatures come back. That's the deck. I'll see you in a bit.
Hi everyone, so for this week, I'm coming in with a green-red aggro splashing for Ancestral because it's just so good. We have 2 City of Brass. So this deck, as we open 4 Chain Lightning, and I use my duplicate to get the 4th Lightning Bolt, we're going to try and just bolt and burn our opponent out. We've got Kurdape, we've got Gazban Ogre, as you may remember. This week we also have Giant Strength, giving a creature +2/+2. We got Bloodlust to give +4/-4. But the -4 does not kill the creature, so that can be a 4 damage spell. We've got Rook Egg. So Rook Egg is interesting because what we could do is we can Chain Lightning it, then pay 2 more red to still Lightning Bolt our opponent, but make a 4/4. So I thought that could be an interesting thing to try. And we are going to go with our usual Artifact Blast in the sideboard, some Stone Range, Dragon Engine, some Wailuli Wolves to get +1/+1 to some target creatures if we want to get some more creatures on the board. But yeah, so that's our goal this week, is to try and just destroy our opponent's lands and burn them to death as fast as possible using all our burn spells, our enchantment auras like Fire Breathing and Giant Strength, and our many creatures that are overstated for the cost at this point, being Gazban Ogre as a 1 mana 2/2 and Curd Ape, which will be a 1 mana 2/3 once we have a forest in play. So yeah, hopefully this works out, and I will see you guys in the games. And we are going off for week 4 of the expansion series. We are in Legends. Let's go.
Where's the invite? Let's go. There you go.
Okay. So it looks like...
On the play.
Yeah.
On the play. It just means just that. Oh, 1 second. I need to change my...
His hand's fine. I don't love it, but...
This hand is... shows promise, actually. A lot of promise. I don't hate it. I'm gonna keep it.
I'm going to keep as well. It's just good enough, but... It's really Ivory Tower. That is annoying.
I hope so.
Alright.
Oh, wow. That's my weak condition. Thanks for putting it on there.
Hey, you're welcome for the win condition. Oh, that is a big ass turtle. Okay, what do we want to do here? I guess we'll do this. Might as well attack. See if you block.
I mean, you can always just bolt it or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I mentioned it at the beginning. Because I am tired of controlling the match and losing to Psionic Blast, I ended up banning Psionic Blast.
Psionic
That's
Blast
my
is
ban.
gone.
So I am always safe. I'm safer now. Oh, you also got this? That's nice. Yeah, Chain Lightning. Makes sense.
No life this time.
No life yet. I think this is a card for...
Ooh. Your own City of Breath. With a tome. Okay. We got stuff we can do.
Second city? My god.
Think what we're
Is
gonna do
that your
here.
duplicate card?
No, it's not. I opened up 2 City of Breaths in my thing, which was nice.
Oh, I see. Okay, well. See you.
Okay. That's pretty good for us. Let's get rid of your planes. Don't want you to have that. Okay. Move faces.
Yep.
Okay. Got our big Curd Ape coming in. We're gonna do red, white. Got an egg.
You're so greedy.
Oh fuck.
Why the fuck would you get the planes, bro? I have City of Brass for them.
Because I want to make you tap City of Brass. You're pretty low.
We got him, boys. We got him. Well, what am I doing with you?
We gotta bring Mana Burn back.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I have enough things to use with.
Oh god, that is annoying. Okay, well,
Sure.
got stuff we can do here. Actually, undo. Oh, I can't undo.
You can't undo. Oh my god, that is so bad.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm just unyielding now. Oh my god, that is so scuffed. I didn't know that.
Wait,
you couldn't. Oh, I forgot to tap. Whatever.
Do you want me to not attack with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a damage from the city and just give you 1 life point, I guess.
Okay.
So I have to take the damage to tap it.
I'll let you tap. But
You shocked me too much with your with your mistake. But now I got wrecked myself. Okay, thank God. I want this card. Not gonna do much, so probably not. It's fine.
take the 2.
I guess I have to give you
Straw.
1 life somehow.
Got our Mistress Factory coming in.
Kind of forgot about that card. This one's could have avoided that. It's fine.
2 damage. Okay. It's getting down to the wire.
It is getting that to the wire. Oh, grizzly bears. Yes. Let me do the math here. 1, 2. I go to 4, 6. I go to 4. I'm taking 3. I think I have to do this.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not playing that at any point in my life. Is there any merit? I mean, if I play this, I block that, then I do that, and then I do this.
Okay, we got the giant tortoise back.
I do.
And take my
There's a
2.
couple of them.
Okay, taps the Kurt Ape. Ice Manipulator has been so strong.
No, it's a great card.
But you're still getting pretty low, and
Yeah, no, it's always the case. It's just unfortunate that I don't have any way to get more of my life. I mean, that's not true. I do have ways of getting more cards.
and if you want white, that's gonna be a City of Brass step. Ooh, Suchi. That's annoying.
It is annoying. Hope.
Taking 1 here. Alright, let's see if you tap the Kurt Ape. Gotta do it now.
Sorry. Damn it.
So you're gonna take a damage.
I'm taking a damage. But I'll take a damage to not take 4.
That's
Although, maybe I'll let you attack. Are you gonna attack me and just trade? I'm happy with that still.
fair.
Kind of the same
And
situation. Minus damage.
gonna give my Birds of Paradise fire breathing.
You're taking 2 damage for every damage? It's just like a mutual death kind of situation.
Only taking 1 damage for every damage.
Okay, I think that you're gonna die soon enough to damage that I don't need this card right now. Maybe I should have thrown the other one. Actually, I could have made some use of it just to see more cards.
Okay.
Right.
Take a damage. And that's pretty good.
Hit that.
Alright, let's see if you tap the birds or the Kurt Ape. Tap the Kurt Ape, okay. I'm gonna attack with the birds and
Birds.
fire breathe.
Yeah.
Do I want to fire breathe again? Okay, if I fire breathe again, I'm down to 3. I do have 2 blockers for Suchi. If you tap the grizzly bears. Yeah, you know, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Threaten lethal next turn.
Okay. Ooh. I mean,
Transmute
never mind.
artifact.
Doesn't do it. Oh, I should have So dumb. No, actually, I'm not dumb. Never mind, I'm a genius. I keep making the same mistake. Because I keep thinking that the sushi would let me pay for the thing, but it doesn't.
No.
Maybe I could have done something different, actually. Because I could have...
I think it's game.
Yeah, it's game. Definitely it's game. Ah, we're so close. We're so close. Okay.
All right, sideboard time.
We get those problems. I'm thinking Psychic Banner might be the way for us. Circle of Protections. They have a lot of enchants, but I think maybe with this it's gonna be fine. So all of these. They are also playing like a very small number of creatures. Sorry, like the creatures are like smallerish. So remove soul is gonna be good. I hope in the draw. We're gonna cut one millstone because the racks seem to be effective enough at doing this stuff. I'm gonna cut these big assholes because they are playing a lot smaller in size. City in a Bottle. What did they have? They had bears, which is from this set. What's not actually grizzly bears? It's the equivalent, basically. Probably not as interested in this counter spells. We didn't draw the lands that we wanted, which was very unfortunate. Maybe Psychic Venom is too many. Maybe we just want one. We need a way to kill them, right? So that's kind of why I'm coming here, but maybe I just need to not die. Old man. This is gonna be a way to just put blockers in front of the things. Move soul. Okay. So I think the tower artifact might not be worth, even though it's basically infinite mana here. Okay. Let's try with that.
So for the sideboard, we're taking out 2 of the rock eggs as they can be mana drained and they're a bit slow in this matchup where we want to be pushing that aggro. We're going to add in 2 artifact blasts as it seems that the deck is very reliant on artifacts. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a 3rd artifact blast over a pyrotechnics.
Okay.
Well, this hand's awful.
I mean, oh my god, it's just like fine, I guess, but
Okay. What can we do here with this? I guess we've got this. The rack.
it's not black lights, but it's fine. It's fine enough. Right.
Oh. It's time to play some pixies.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a 2/1 that can't be blocked by artifact creatures.
So scary.
The giant
Okay.
tortoise back
That's my
again.
It's always back. Never leaves. Go, mighty turtle.
Oh no, 1 damage. Whatever will I do?
I mean, you might be able to beat 1 turtle, but can you beat 2?
I definitely can beat 2 turtles. Oh my god, this is actually... no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Ah, isn't this mine now?
No! Oh god, you're gonna win this game so fast.
Okay, so if it's just hold, it's just mine, no?
Yeah. You know, I think I've lost this game.
Never say never, but
Yeah, well, it's feeling like never with that blue elemental blast.
I mean, I think I drew pretty well for your land and for your hand, comparatively. God, bro,
It's mine.
that is so dirty. Okay, well, you're wasting your removal. I mean, you just wasted 2 bullets for something that I don't really care. And it's not like you can attack me with this thing. I have 2/1 force.
Yeah. One may think that.
Also, this rack might just make the ogre be mine, honestly. There's another strength. What is that? +2/+2? So if I triple block, I kill it.
Yeah.
I can also just...
Okay, I'm fine with the trade.
I don't know if you're fine with this trade.
Kind of have to be. Oh, I forgot to put. It doesn't matter, because the way it works, I'm gonna get racked no matter what. So. Yeah, I think you've got this game.
I hope so. I worked very hard for it.
I mean, the remove soul really sold it. If it wasn't for that, I think I could have maybe won. But
why did this not... Did I say just no? Whatever. Guess I didn't press the right button. Fine.
And why did you gain control of it when you were about to?
It said me if I wanted to untap, and I think I said yes, or something. I pressed the yes when I should have pressed a no or something.
I see.
And that's why I did it untap. Rock Hydra. That's a fun card.
Yeah, it's a 3/3. It's not gonna do much for the rest of this game, but it's there.
You may untap. Click a permanent to untap. Okay. It just say okay, so I assumed okay, I want to untap it.
Ah.
No. Okay. Let's take this. Land. Attackers.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have
I
any.
refuse to know what the Rock Hydra does. Which turn, if it has a one counter, prevent it.
Okay. It just dies with me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what I draw, but I'm gonna concede.
Okay, we got there much better than this time. Yeah, Ivory Tower, I feel like it's just not gonna win us enough like cards. Protection from green and from red. Did they play any other color? I don't think so. Forgetting. Sorry, I'm not paying like the most attention because I'm hilariously tired. The cat 1 extra. City. What does this get rid of? It gets rid of a bunch of things actually, and doesn't really touch us much. It gets rid of Suchi, Wickstone. No, never mind. It's our Arabian Nights, so not even that. I think it's just gonna get rid of this, Alma of the Sea and stuff. But for the small creatures, this is pretty powerful. And if I'm playing that, I want Transmute Artifact, which is gonna work. Power Artifact again can help us with discard, plus obviously infinite mana here. Do we want another disenchant for all of their things, or do we want something else? I think I'm happy with this, so let's move on to that.
Okay, so the changes we're making in this game is we're adding in the Wailuli Wolves as a way to pump our creatures a bit bigger and have more creatures for our enchantments, such as Giant Strength and Fire Breathing. And we'll be taking out the Rook Eggs, Pyrotechnics, and Dragon Engine, as you saw last time. And let's get into this. Probably a big difference. It would help if I had the mana I needed. Oh
This
god.
hand could be incredible. We're so close to glory. Come
This
on,
hand
guys. We can definitely do
is
it.
not great, but it can be. So let's start off with the ogre. Turtle, yeah, makes sense. God. I got 2 1-landers. I'm just hoping to get a second land because then this hand opens up
That
significantly.
sucks.
I didn't want to go down to 5 against your deck. How many
Yeah,
giant
no.
turtles did you open, by the way?
I have 6.
You have 6?
I don't have 6 in the deck, but I do have 6. Is very interesting. Yeah.
Well, they're pretty annoying, but I'm gonna be able to maybe make it past this one.
Oh, I think this is gonna
We'll
be
see.
GG's actually.
Soaring. City of Brass.
I hope it's GG's.
That's fine. It's annoying, but fine.
What?
Okay. Let's put on another wolf. Attack with our ogre.
Oh, I see. You can bolt it.
I could bolt. I could also just pump.
Oh, yeah, but that's just a 2/3, right?
Yeah.
I think if you pump and bolt, I'm happy to trade a bolt for that. Yeah.
Okay. The weak stunt's annoying, but the Wily Wolves still can deal that 1 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What does that do again?
It's basically a pacifism of sorts.
Oh, you pay 3 and you can pass this with them on 1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So let's attack with our ogre. Pump it.
Pump it. Pump it. I don't think this is worth saving some life.
Boomerang. That is a very good card from this set.
Just gonna start dumping. I don't think I want this card like at all. Actually.
Can you do that at instant speed? Yeah, I think you can do that at instant speed. Not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I don't see anything that says on your turn.
Yeah.
But yeah. Which is cool because I can tap 2 cards actually. Oh no, never mind because it doesn't tap them. It returns them untapped, right?
Yeah.
Return the exiled. Oh no, tapped. Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
So it's also like aggressive. Funny.
Okay, so I guess here I attack with both. That way I'm guaranteed 1 damage, even if you use the Tonos Coffin.
Yes, so.
Okay, guaranteed the damage. That's good.
It's a lot of clicks. Lots of clicks.
They return tap, but they return on your turn, so they'll be untapped for my turn.
Mm-hmm. Fire breathing. Sure. Oh, it's the same thing, so I can click it to return it. Yes. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
I see Manipulator, pretty good, but that means you can't use your coffin this turn at least.
That's fine. Don't need it. I don't need it. Other pixies. So we're just trying to get me that. Thank God for my weak stone, good luck.
Yeah, your weak stone's put in work.
Yeah, let's put it on work. So I can do. This is damage anyway, so I'm just gonna. I think this is the least damage that I can take, actually. The plus in there. So now I'm just trading the damage. Yeah, okay, so now I'm doing this.
Taking the damage anyways, which I'm happy with. No, I'm plus there.
Nothing for now, I'm gonna keep it. Okay. Maybe not super interesting right now, but for the next time, could be good. I'm like one card away from just completely opening this up, but
Same.
difficult. As per usual. Okay, well, on the top. This one, since it's a land anyway.
That's fine.
I'm gonna take 4.
Yep. Got a couple
Okay.
cards that really open this game up for me, so I'm hoping to draw one of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do that and that. I need to take the damage anyway. Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, control magic. That
So I can
is.
block as a 2/2, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, no, that's pretty annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tap the land, sure. Since you're tapped out, I'm just gonna go for this now.
Yeah. Expected as much. Come on, baby. Because I can always do that. Okay, so I can have this here. This here, and I think that's passing.
Okay, that's interesting. Take the 2. Draw. That's fine. And that prevents all damage dealt by enchanted creatures, so don't need to attack with the pixies. Ooh. Interesting. So you want to kill the land.
Yeah, figure. Why not?
That's fair.
I'm taking 1 damage, but it's worth.
No, I agree.
On this card. Okay. What am I doing stupidly? I am doing this stupidly. It's funny. Well,
Okay. That's pretty good.
oh, my win con. Blue? Why is blue here? That's of course. Sure.
Blue is always here.
Blue is always here. It is indeed always here. Gosh.
Sure.
That makes sense. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 City of Brass in the deck, so I'm like...
Yeah. No. It's very free. It's very free. And the effect is just too good to not.
Yeah, this has been close one. That weak stone has protected so much damage. All star of the game by far.
I know. I mean, and it's the only thing that I can realistically do. So, yeah, ancestral is probably gonna be game. Because it's slightly more healthier.
Okay, so here I want to put this. I guess on. Does it matter?
It's funny because if I had played the other deck that I had available, it would have just been completely destroyed. It's funny. Well, maybe not. I had like a black-red aggro.
Oh, yeah, I think I outbeat that.
Do you? Because I have like Bombage. Bombage, I think, just makes quite a lot different. It's fine. How am I doing all this? Probably nothing.
Makes sense.
Get out.
Taps it. Okay, then I'll swing, put you to 1. It's not exactly great, but having you at 1 is nice.
Well, it's basically you killed one of my lands, basically.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you have enough mana that it doesn't really matter, but...
Ooh, baby. The cavalry.
Circle of Protection green, that does protect you from the Gazban Ogre forever, and now we have the Curd Ape. That's the only one that can attack.
Do me a favor and, just go to 0 cards and stay like that for 7 turns. 7 turns. Come on.
I was thinking about that,
friends.
and I decided
we're friends.
No.
A friend would do it. What do I need to tap? I need to tap this dude.
That's fine. Every turn draws me closer to a creature.
Return draws you closer to another creature. That is true. You're not wrong.
I just need to find one. Oh, you got rid of Remove Soul. That's interesting.
Just do something better. Oh my god. Oh, this is so... That's not possible. It's just not possible. Come on. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it is a land. And I do need the mana.
Ooh.
Just...
Well, that is Library of Alexandria.
I mean, it is a lot, though.
Yeah.
Take what I can get. My god. I have to play faster because we need to put like an hour for this thing, man.
I don't know.
You know how much how much clicking is involved on my side?
It sounds like a deck construction issue.
Oh, you know what? I actually have you now.
You do?
Kinda.
What, you're gonna deal 1 damage a turn?
It's better than nothing.
I mean, yeah, no, it's a clock for sure. I just have to hope I draw something. I have a lot of outs in my deck though, so I'm not too worried.
Oh my god, I know why it is. It's because of this fucking Taunus card. Oh, I can't use you right now, so out.
Land tax, yeah, that was a good one. I opened that too.
What am I doing? Sorry, that.
Oh, not playing something. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not in a situation where we can do this. So also just get all these.
God, these are not cards I want to see. There's so many cards in my deck right now that just instantly win me the game.
I mean, I believe it. I've already seen a bunch.
I just need to find them.
Okay.
Puts a land back. Old Man of the Sea, annoying, but can deal with that potentially. Come on, Magic Gods. Sure.
Actually, should start tapping something else now.
God, I have drawn probably the worst half of my deck possible right now.
I'm happy that that's the case.
Like that ancestral did not do pretty much anything. I mean,
I'm trying through this tome I want because this is all because I played one match of old school, and in there they played like a deck similar to this one. Okay, well this is gonna hopefully end the game pretty quickly for 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can wait one turn still. I need to rush it. We're almost there. Come on, Adri. We almost have it. Okay, so now that
upkeep stuff.
is
Yeah, that's pretty good, but it's just a 1/1 for you.
it is a 1/1, but it's just gonna chump blockers, and then I can hold my mana, not have to manipulate everything all the time.
That's fair.
So it can attack for 1. So. Oh my god! And now I need to click OK for. Oh, they did it well. Okay, cool. So.
Let's see what this big thing is. Sarah Angel, that's a good one.
I do hope so, for sure.
Yeah, I assumed the blue blast, that's why I waited till end step. Not that it matters too much. Oh my god. Please. You have another blue blast in your hand, I think the game's over.
I might.
I don't think you do though.
Okay. Want this. This. Turns.
It'd be faster if you used your wolf.
Yeah, I don't need to. So. I can still just tap you off stuff.
I don't think you need to tap me off stuff, honestly.
Well, it is 1 turn faster. Because I'm tapping you for 2 turns versus sword.
Good. Alright, it's bolt or bust. Surprised the pixies don't have flying. I know they're green and all that, but
Yeah. Okay, last draw.
bolt?
There's no.
No, it's not bolt. God, I'm surprised I drew so few bolts. I have 8 bolts in my deck.
I know. Sorry.
It's alright. I just drew, like, my hand is Artifact Blast, Bloodlust, City of Brass.
This tome is fucking insane, bro.
Oh, it's not the tome so much as just, I think I just flooded out near
the
the end.
Stone was very good.
I mean, the weak stone definitely won you the game. But also just, me not drawing another bolt, me just drawing all lands and Artifact Blast, just, that was a rough one. GG's.
Jeez. I did have a mana draining hand just in case, but you know.
Well, yeah,
We
but
got it. We put one on the scoreboard. Yeah, let's go.
I'm surprised I drew so few bolts though, because I specifically built this deck because I had 4 chain lightning and 4 lightning bolt because that was my duplicate.
Yeah. I had like 6 chain lightnings, I think, as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be like a slide deck at some point. What were your opens? Anything else cool?
No, my openings were I have 1 mana drain and Caracas, but that was the only good cards in the whole opening other than chain lightning. Like it was a really bad opening and it was a reroll too. half the cards weren't even on MTGO, and half the cards are like good ones. So just this opening was straight bad for me.
My bad, guy. The gods have given me some respite.
Yeah.
I opened insane, honestly, and you didn't even see the best card that I had against you, which is Mode.
See, but mode's not even that good in theory because I have 8 chain lightnings or lightning bolt.
Sure, I have enough. Well, I mean, not enough, but like if
Also, I
I
had
can
the
hide behind.
rook eggs that I had. I took them out,
Yeah.
but
So for me, it's 2 Caracas. I also opened another Ivory Tower and another Millstone from my pity packs.
nice, nice.
Land tax, mana drain.
Oh, I did get land tax. I did get a land tax.
So I wanted to do was like, actually, land tax and Bazaar could be good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think it's like the first thing because I really wanted to try and enable it. There was also like a red-black super aggro deck that I could have played.
Yeah, I think if you went for the aggro deck, my aggro deck would have just gone over the top.
Really,
Yeah, I mean, I just have between giant strength, me having Curd Apes, 4 of
I have Giant
ogres,
Strength as well.
having
But
fire breathing.
Me, so my aggro would be a bunch of 2/3s for 2 and 3/2s for 2, 7 bolts plus disintegrates fireball, terror,
It's not bad.
unholy strength. I mean, I think it's no, it'd be interesting to see. Maybe I'll put it together for the next one. Yeah, I'm excited that I don't have to present the next set. So
That's up to me.
anyway,
See you guys in the dark.
see you guys next time.